Welcome back to AVPlays. Welcome back to Big Ambitions, and we are picking right back up on Friday, day 124. It's 10:54 a.m. Yesterday, we made $925,000, and we just finished dropping off all of the items into our store here. So let me go ahead and look at logistics. We're going to get this all set up. I think. What do you have? You have 9 locations. You have doesn't really matter that way, but I think we are going to just make this like a retail location. So all of these are going to be switched over to our clothing warehouse. And they will then be shipped over what was this called? Manhattan Bottle to Manhattan Bottles. I think we can do, well, fairly not that. I'm going to start with 400. And we'll see if that makes sense. I also added a bunch of shelving units into here. We have some employees to hire, so let's go ahead and do that. The rest of you guys are gym trainers, so what did we name our gym guys? Play Fitness. Wonderful. Now let's take care of that. So you should be fully staffed except for cleaners, which will move over from Manhattan Bottles. Full time, scheduled hours. Okay. There we go. And let's look at our part-timers. Wonderful. Fully staffed. Let's go ahead and take everyone else. Swap them over to Play Graphics Garment District. Wonderful. And these generic ones really do the go back through the 2 cleaning stations, and I wonder why. I'm sure it's beneficial, but it seems like just a lot. Wonderful. Let's now look at our gym. And I'm going to go ahead and just clear this out. We have a whole bunch of these. I guess this is why we had a part-timer in the middle here, so maybe 6. 6. 8. Which means we could do 7. 7. 6. That's fine. Oh, and we need to do a whole other set. What am I doing? Okay, so it's open 24 hours on the weekends. Honestly, why are we not doing that on the week? We'll find out, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. So 8. And I'm kind of trying to keep an eye on the ones we just hired so that we can give them the best, the most talented employees. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over some of these cleaning employees. We have them. Yeah. Okay, hold on. All right. And it's funny, you know, the other store had 4 days a week. The other store had 2 cleaning stations, but the gym, which I would assume gets much dirtier, only has 1. Guess it's not really that funny, but interesting. Why are you more? Oh, we have you on twice. Oops. Then you and you on twice. All right, let's fix that. We go. Almost did the same thing. Perfect. No evening shifts. There we go. Weekends. Does this count as night shifts? It does. So it's going to have to be him. Perfect. We just want to make sure we are giving these people the best of employees. That worked. That is now running up to full efficiency. Everyone else can go away. And one last step is we have to get our marketing all set for these three new businesses. So Play Graphics is all set, but Manhattan Bottles is not. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of. Wonderful. Then we should also do Play Fitness. There. And now let's go ahead and look at these and get it all set. So I think this is perfect. Yep. Manhattan Bottles. What do you need? That works for me. And we're going to just do it this way. Play Fitness. That also works for me. Wonderful. And is this? Yep, that's running at capacity. And let's go ahead and discard these and turn off our headhunter for now. Actually, we are going to start recruiting more HR managers. It is insane the level, the amount of HR managers are needed in this game. I guess I will have them both look for them. Let's go ahead and head home. Just kidding. Let's head here. Do we have? Yes. And honestly, I'm going to just walk it. I'm going to buy like 8 more desk setups. Tell you, it feels cool to have a headquarters here. Wait here for now. Just move this. Probably fair. Whoosh. All right. Wonderful. And you know what? I'm going to grab 8 more. We're going to have 16 open desks for now. And the reason for that is we need to get new HR managers to cover gold, bronze, and silver because those are full now. And more to cover everyone else. We just need more. So it does not harm us to have an additional pod. Keep on just filling these pods out. All right, back to it. It's crazy to think how even like, I don't know, 10 episodes spending this amount of money would have been unfeasible. We would have had to really think about it. And now we kind of are making so much money that we can do this easily. And we're being a cheapo with chairs again. This is the real test. Yep. Okay, one more set. Perfect. All right. We can go ahead and head home now. And, the we're most likely not hiring 16 HR managers right now, but that just allows us some expansion. So we got to kind of think about it for when we do need to do that. And we're heading home. We kept the 100. I didn't even realize we were at 100. And there's 6 HR managers ready to get hired. And let's go ahead and look at them. Not the greatest set, but beggars can't be choosers. Let's go ahead and get them scheduled. And that's 25 HR managers that we have. And we'll be sure to get them their demands. No. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this. Yeah, these are mostly going to be factory employees. But it looks like this set of HR managers was able to get trained up to 100%, which is why we're able to assign a few more employees to each of them. Wonderful. Now, yeah, so this is gold, silver, bronze. They are at 100% as well. And what we're going to end up doing is Eleanor, Robert, and Daniel are going to be our new gold, silver, bronze people. So let's call, hire, and schedule at least 20 HR managers. Let's go ahead and call our health insurance people. Eleanor is gold. Robert is silver. Daniel is bronze. And then we're going to wind up just pushing everyone down, really. Let's go ahead and skip forward some time. We will turn the headhunters off for now. Almost running out of bottles of wine. And we made $1 million yesterday, guys. Huge. And we're kind of going to be zipping through this weekend because of the purchase orders. Okay. Yeah, this is all to be expected. Michael's going to be quitting from our factory because he's not being trained. And, well, I guess we could do this. Um, guess I could, that's probably easier. Let's go look at this jewelry factory. Is it easier to just manage employee? There we go. We'll go ahead and unassign you. There you go. We're successfully running 5 office businesses. Michael is going to training. Let's look at our purchasing agent. Okay. Definitely a lot. But not awful. So I'm going to bump this up to 4,000. See if that gets us anything additional. What are we producing in our factory every day? How are we doing here? So 768 has been shipped out. What is in our main distribution? 96. What is in our clothing and gifts distribution? 298. So we have a stockpile of about 300. And doesn't seem like we're running out here. Seems like the pricing is good enough. All right. We like to see it. Let's go ahead and zip through this day. And a part of the reason we're zipping through is for that right there. Very fast. I love to see that. All right, let's negotiate. I'm going to go down to 15. 1720. What if we go to 1650? We'll accept it. Robert, what can you do for us? Let's go down to 8. 1034. 975. Go for it. Did we really knock anything off of that one? We saved a couple cents. We're going to go to 6 for this one. $750. Sure. All right. So now, and I can definitely cut this out. We're going to be unassigning and assigning a whole bunch. So I will see you guys when these are taken care of. All right. We were able to get everyone all taken care of. all of our factory employees are now under.
Oh yeah, you probably feel extremely clever opening your little business based on demand, right? You think I don't have the capital to flood the market with the products you sell? You should keep an eye on demand, bustling, because you might not even be able to see it when I'm done with you.
All right, Ingrid is making some more threats towards us. She is open 4 new businesses in the garment district, dropping demand. What did she open? A clothing store. She opened 4 new clothing stores. That sounds profitable. We'll keep an eye on that. Garment Lux, of course, is one of our better businesses, but not one that I'm too worried about. If we start losing some money on it, that's okay. We have so many businesses to prop us up. Play Graphics did 3,000 yesterday. Play Fitness did 4,500. And Manhattan Bottles did 4,300. So those guys will also be growing. Let's look at Ingrid's businesses. And of course, we are looking at businesses owned by or run by Ingrid, that the buildings are not owned by Ingrid. So that may be hard to find. Not clothing factory. And what I'm doing here, guys, is just looking to see if we could pick off any of these new businesses, or any businesses. It doesn't have to be new. That is very expensive. We can't do that today. All right. We'll keep an eye on that. I would love to buy a business, but with our purchase order around the corner, we don't want to spend money that we don't need to. All right. What are these coming from? There's a job board in the gym, I'm assuming. We'll take care of that in the morning. Another 1 million in the bank. What are our logistics issues? Well, Play Graphics lost money yesterday. So we know having it open on the weekend seems to be not the best idea. What I'm going to do is keep it open with 3 part-timers. See if that makes any difference. Perfect. And the rest of those guys, sorry, but are going away. And we'll see if that helps us maintain some form of income there. Let's look at Manhattan Bottles is up to 10,000. Play Fitness is up to 7,000-ish. So those we like to see. And it almost feels like we could get away with more than 5,000 or more than 4,000 gems. What does 5,000 look like? 1.8. Ah, that is so expensive. No, we'll stick to 4,000 for now. But it does look like this purchase order where we stocked both factories or both warehouses seems to be paying off. Let's look at the restaurant warehouse. And yeah, where we're not running out of anything because we're maintaining the stock of it. Although it does look like we're running low on hot dogs, which is still something we can't over purchase. Let's go ahead and continue on. And there was something we wanted to do. Oh, the job board. Let's go take care of that while it's on our mind. And I know I could just drive there, but I'm just finding it easier to take the taxi when I have to do short things. Very fancy in here. And hopefully we can find a taxi back. Oh man. And there's one of Ingrid's Just Jeans. Taxi. Thank you. And we're running low on that pallet, but the purchase order's coming through. And Michael Reyes can get back to his factory. And those went by fast. We are completely out of pallets of apples. Maybe it's worth something for the next purchase order, over ordering. And we have 1 million in the bank still after that. Meaning we could have won up to 5,000 for the gems, but I'm not going to complain. We have over ordered, or jet cargo could not fulfill burgers, chicken kebab skewers, french fries, and hot dogs. These are all to be expected. Let's look at our purchase order moving forward. Whoa. Were we not able to get any french fries, any burgers, or chicken kebab skewers? That could really screw us over. For this, I'm going to bump each of these up. Well, I'm going to bump this up to 10,000 and we'll see what we do with our next order. We'll keep an eye on that throughout the week. That doesn't look promising. Let's go ahead and look at what our factory is doing now that we have a purchase order in. I know we have one incomplete line. And the reason we didn't really care too much about it was because of the fact that with the gems. Okay, I was going to say, where are all my employees? Yeah, because of the fact that with the gems, we don't necessarily need them. Okay. But it looks like we could start opening up this line a little more. So let's go ahead. We need one more laser cutter. So let's start there. We'll buy an input station and a laser cutter. All right. Just patiently wait that minute. Wonderful. Input station. Laser cutter. Can we afford 3 laser cutters? We can. You can't afford another polishing machine. We can cut back on the laser cutter. Grab a polishing machine. I think we still need it. Grab one more input. And all of these. And we'll see what we can do with this. And I forgot to check. Play graphics. Did lose money again. Oh, okay. Never mind. People are not happy with the pricing. Let's drop that down to 175. Should have paid attention to that. And I wonder, is that Ingrid's doing? Is she driving down prices for us? Or am I doing? And let's go ahead and look at the other side of this. And this is one where we'll have to get a little bit what's the word? Oh, I have a whole other line on this side that I need to do. Never mind me. All right, that's what this is going to look like for today. Oh, well, it's good to know that I have an extra polishing machine. I'm going to actually move that over here so that we don't forget about it. These we really don't need right now, so I'm going to sell them all back. And let's go ahead and head back home. Now, we definitely have to keep an eye on Ingrid. Looks like she's really pushing up businesses. But we can still take her out. And this one is something where we are taking it over just to shut down that business. And I'm not sure Ingrid will, I'm not sure if she won't open it back up, but that's just one line taken away from her in where we get to, drive our business into our own store. Let's go ahead and have our headhunter look for some factory employees, of course. And we'll fast forward the day. And this means we have more than enough factory employees. We definitely have to keep an eye out this week on our food, our restaurants, because that under order of items will run out of items. In mid game like this, it is just a lot of fast forwarding through days. There's just a lot of money needing and spending where we can do one or two things in a day and then kind of bring it to the next one. All right, and let's see what the morning brings us. 972. Everything here taken care of. Perfect. Our factory does not need any more employees for now. So we'll stop. Stop. Did that do anything? I mean, it took away competition, play graphics, pricing. People like the pricing. We sold 60 overnight compared to 92 over like 4 days. So we'll keep that as is. Then food. Let's go ahead and finish that line for our factory. So looking at it, we'll need one more laser cutter. You guys are gonna need some uncut gems. I'm gonna steal some gems from some of the other people. Kind of evenly split them. That's kind of the thing, is you want to make sure everyone's split evenly so that every piece of the factory is working. And it can be very hard to do that. And that is why we'll think about maybe adding more in this next purchase order. Get away with maybe an additional, I don't know, 1,000. All right, let's head over. You know what? I'm gonna drive. And I'm driving because we definitely could use a few more conveyor belts. Car, get out of the way, dude. ahead and sleep until 10. And grab what we need, which will be one input and a laser cutter. I guess we could get away with, you know, 3 laser cutters and 3 inputs. We'll grab our 2 conveyor belts. And I'm going to just grab another cart of conveyor belts. And that should hopefully finish up that line. Although no, we'll need 2 more laser cutters, I believe. We're just finishing like the left side of the line. Yikes. And then, of course, once this factory is completed, you really will not be spending much more money outside just waiting for our taxes to be completed. We just don't have the privilege or the luxury of spending money until then. All right, and let's look at this side. Let me just go grab the rest of those conveyor belts. And we'll figure this part out. Put up that. Is that perfectly lined up? It is. Yes. Can we move it? There we go. Ah, you don't have metal bands. I'm going to go ahead and steal a couple more boxes from these guys, potentially. I'll put one in here. Oh, just need to steal one more. 4. And let's go ahead and hire these guys. Maybe we turned off our headhunting a little too soon. We'll see. All right, yep. These part-time schedules are so much easier to maintain. Let's go ahead and turn on headhunting full-time again. Everyone else, unfortunately, does not have a job any longer. Well, our HR manager can take on lovely that these guys are getting trained. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and head back home. Come on, taxi. There you go. There's our full timers. Perfect. And I think this is a perfect time to call this one an episode. We continued making our factory a little bit more efficient, adding a whole other 2 lines. We took on some more of Ingrid's businesses. So yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on in our next few episodes. We're gonna finish that factory and then really just watch our money pile up so that we can pay the IRS. If you guys like this episode, please like and subscribe. Please leave any comments with anything you would like to see, anything you would like to know moving forward, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Thank you.